Well, for those on the path of cyclone storm Hudhud, the storm is steadily losing intensity as it moves inland after wreaking havoc in Vizag. The Category 4 cyclone with wind speeds of up to 205 kilometers an hour made landfall at Vizag earlier today at around 11:30 a.m. There are reports of considerable damage to structures in the city, with power and telecom infrastructure affected. At least 6 people have been confirmed dead both in Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. In Odisha, Ganjam and Gajapati districts were worst hit. The destructive intensity of cyclone is, however, pestering out. According to Indian Meteorological Department, forecast wind speeds have fallen to around 120 kilometers per hour from a peak of 200 kilometers and will further fall to 90 kilometers tonight. The danger due to high winds will fizzle out by tomorrow. The impact of Hudhud is, however, expected to linger on for more than 3 days, with the storm travelling northwest. In its path, Jagdalpur, Bijapur, Kanker, Rajnandgaon and even Nagpur. Areas as far as Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand are expected to see heavy rainfall in the next couple of days.
We have just spoken to the Chief Secretaries of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh reported to the Cabinet Secretary that very high velocity winds were experienced in Visakhapatnam area. So far, the officers and the other concerned people have not been able to go out because of the high wind speeds and the rainfall. So although they expect that the damage would be significant, they are not able to quantify it so far. Odisha also says that they will be able to give a more accurate assessment by tomorrow.
I'm standing here in one of the major marketplaces inside the city of Visakhapatnam, and Cyclone Hudhud is literally wreaking havoc inside the city of Visakhapatnam. The city is falling apart like house of cards. As you can see, telephone poles, electric poles just falling. Trees have been uprooted. All the roads are blocked. Corrugated tin roof is flying around like they're paper. And as you can see, a lot of glass also breaking out of buildings. People have been stranded in a lot of places. However, the collector of Visakhapatnam has advised people not to move out of their houses because the roads are blocked and the clearance will happen only after 6 p.m. So people, residents of Visakhapatnam and nearby areas are advised really not to move out of the house, because as you can see, a lot of destruction happening inside the city. Telephone poles are just falling, trees are falling, also vehicles also which are actually stationary on the road are just moving with the kind of force that the wind really, the kind of speed that the wind is blowing with. With camera person Manohar Reddy, Ratnika Sharma in Visakhapatnam for Headlines Today.
As India's eastern coast braves cyclone Hudhud, Headlines Today is keeping you updated with each and every information from ground zero. Here's a timeline of our reporters giving you a minute-by-minute update.
From the hinterland, we are trying to reach the coast of Visakhapatnam, which is where Cyclone Hudhud is expected to make a landfall. And as you're seeing, the damage has already begun. These are early hours of the cyclone, but still the impact is very much visible even far away from the coast.
The latest from the Met Department says that Cyclone Hudhud is about 100 kilometers southeast of Visakhapatnam city and will make landfall at noon very close to Visakhapatnam city. As you can see, waves are rising high, and so is the anticipation of the people in Vizag city and also in the neighboring districts. Since yesterday, there has been torrential rainfall, a lot of uprooting of trees strewn all across the city's landscape, a lot of damage to public property as well in terms of electricity poles. And since yesterday, there has been no power in the city as well. In fact, apart from East Godavari district, all other districts like Visakhapatnam, Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam have been experiencing total power failure. Every wave lashing at the seashore in Gopalpur is signifying and signaling the arrival of Hudhud, just a few kilometers away from Gopalpur. The beach has been not as calm as it was till yesterday. The sea is extremely violent, and with that the waves have been rising extremely high. And this will give you an idea the kind of atmosphere here in Gopalpur.
तूफान की दूरी से इसके विकरालता का अंदाजा लगाया जा सकता था, लेकिन अब इसकी विकरालता देखकर यह अंदाजा सहज ही लगाया जा सकता है कि तूफान तो सर पर आ गया है। अब तो जितनी जल्दी निकल जाए उतना ही बेहतर है।
There are the footsteps of the Kailasgiri Hills. It's a location which is, in a sense, the identity of Visakhapatnam. People outside associate the city with this particular hill, and as you're seeing, that this hill, the footsteps, in fact, of it, are presently a symbol of devastation, of just what this incoming cyclone is likely to bring along with it and leave behind in its trail. Let's go a little further to show you the kind of damage. This road is completely blocked. There is just no way that anyone can move beyond. You're seeing multiple trees, and with every passing minute, there is a strong gust which comes in, uproots many more, and then moves ahead. This process is likely to continue throughout the day today, even after the cyclone will have made its landfall.
I'm standing here in one of the major marketplaces inside the city of Visakhapatnam, and Cyclone Hudhud is literally wreaking havoc inside the city of Visakhapatnam. The city is falling apart like house of cards. As you can see, telephone poles, electric poles just falling. Trees have been uprooted. All the roads are blocked. Corrugated tin roof is flying around like they're paper. And as you can see, a lot of glass also breaking out of buildings. People have been stranded in a lot of places.
We're indoors right now because our cameras can't perhaps catch the extent of madness and terror that the cyclone in its last leg is delivering to the people, to objects, to everyone in its path. We were inside this house for a long time, and as you're seeing, despite all the precautions being taken, despite all the advices of the administration which were adhered to, still the damage has been extensive. Let's try and show, if it is possible to do, just what is the scene outside. You're seeing it's just sheer madness, the kind of situation which nothing really can prepare you. No amount of warnings, no amount of publicity, and no amount of awareness can prepare you to actually come face to face with what you are seeing on your screens right now.
I'm standing at Gopalpur Sea Beach, where you can see the sea has become even more violent, more stormy, and the waves are rising far more higher than what they were till a few hours ago. Since last night, there has been no supply of power in the areas of Gopalpur, and perhaps that's the reason why people here are standing and here near the sea beach have spent almost all night here.
We bring you those moments that you perhaps don't get to see on television. Headlines today's team of reporters braving Cyclone Hudhud on ground zero, continuously risking their life to bring you the news.
Right now, not a single living organism is outside in one piece. What we are seeing here is the severest phase of the cyclone. Also, the last phase is perhaps, in a sense, the attempt being made by the cyclone to let us all know of the kind of potential that the cyclone has to cause death, devastation, and destruction.
तूफान तो सर पर आ गया है, अब तो जितनी जल्दी निकल जाए उतना ही बेहतर है। कैमरामैन साजिद आलम के साथ संजय शर्मा, विशाखापट्टनम, आज तक।
सारे जिलों में जैसे कि विशाखापट्टनम, विजयनगरम और श्रीकाकुलम में कल से ही बिजली पूरी तरीके से गुल है। कोई बत्ती, कोई बिजली नहीं है, और ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि साइक्लोन चक्रवात हुदहुद लैंडफॉल करने के पहले मौसम और भी ज्यादा खराब होगा।
try and show, if it is possible to do, just what is the scene outside. You're seeing it's just sheer madness, the kind of situation which nothing really can prepare you. No amount of warnings, no amount of publicity, and no amount of awareness can prepare you to actually come face to face with what you are seeing on your screens right now. It's impossible to stand out there. You're hearing the sound. It's an ominous sign of the times to come. With Nikhil Sharma in the city of Visakhapatnam, Jugal Purohit for Headlines Today.